you guys from Chandigarh itself. And I recently completed my MBA in Business Analytics
Okay.
from SIBM Bengaluru.
Okay.
And I'm to join Adobe as a business consultant. So
Okay.
I wanted to diversify my portfolio into finance as well. So that is why when CFA struck me. So just here to get the guidance and what is it all about it.
Understood. Understood. And why only CFA? There are a bunch of certifications in the market, right? Which is around finance. So why only CFA?
CFA, I have taken CFA first of all as a challenge because I do not come from a financial background, nor from an e-commerce background itself. So I've taken that as a personal challenge to myself. Secondly, the credibility that CFA has got is something which is next level. It's like best in the market, right? So that is what I am targeting.
Okay. And how do you know, Karam, that this is the toughest exam, CFA? Because you are saying that you have taken it as a challenge, right? But
I have taken it as a challenge, but I don't think it's the toughest thing. If I have got enough preparation and proper guidance, so I think that it's. I won't be saying it easy, but yeah, something that I can crack.
okay. Because Karam, where I am getting to is that you approaching an exam just because it is challenging. I personally believe is not the right way to approach the exam, right? Because A is even more tough than CFA.
Absolutely.
It has a pass rate of 3 to 5%. CFA has a CFA level 1 has a pass rate of 40%. So A is more challenging. Okay, let's go one step ahead, right? MBA in finance from a top university in our country, right? The top 6 IIMs of the country, right? Which are the old IIMs, right? Which we also call it Blackie. Bangalore, Lucknow, Ahmedabad, Calcutta, Kozhikode, and Indore. There it is more challenging. 1% is the pass rate, maybe even less to get into these. So if it is challenging, then your challenge should be, I will get into the top 6 IIMs of the country, or I will crack CA, because all these are also leading you to the domain of finance. So why?
Yeah, CFA first of all because it's of course a professional course, right? That is one of the reasons, and I think that since I've already done MBA, going back and doing it again from a top tier college will not make any sense because I've already done it. I recently did my post graduation in 2024 from a decent college, I guess, and I landed a decent job offer as well from a Fortune 100 company. So there I am pretty much settled. But just to diversify my portfolio into financial services also and to grab the future opportunities into the financial domain. That is where I'm heading into CFA.
Yeah. And Karam, I am trying to make you uncomfortable because if you get your why of CFA correct, your journey, Karam, will become very, very easy.
Absolutely.
यार बहुत बार क्या होता है ना, हम अपनी चीज़ों को जस्टिफाई करने के लिए ना उसके आसपास एक कहानी गढ़ लेते हैं.
Absolutely.
यार मैं इसलिए कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि बहुत ही चैलेंजिंग है, मैं इसलिए कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि बहुत यार मैंने सुना है इसके बारे में बहुत अच्छा है, मैं इसलिए कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि XYZ, राइट? बट दैट वाई हैज़ टू बी नॉन इंग्लिश. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ नॉन इंग्लिश? नॉन इंग्लिश का मतलब है यार देयर cannot be any subjectivity around your why.
Correct.
And once that is clear ना करो, then it is absolutely fine. It is like कि मैं इसलिए दौड़ रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरे पीछे शेर पड़ा है. Now this is super objective versus अरे यार मैं इसलिए दौड़ रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरे को 6 पैक एब्स चाहिए, मैं इसलिए दौड़ रहा हूँ क्योंकि मुझे बहुत फिट रहना है, मैं इसलिए दौड़ रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरे पापा भी दौड़ा करते थे, यार मैं इसलिए दौड़ रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरी बंदी बोल रही थी क्या ये तोंद लटका के घूम रहे हो. Now all this is very subjective because it will change after a point in time. But I think अगर शेर दौड़ रहा है, which is if it is a matter of life and death for you, then there is absolutely no subjectivity. 3 days later, when you are not hearing my motivational call, still you will run.
Correct.
भाई तुम्हारे पास शेर दौड़ रहा है, तुमको मोटिवेशन और नहीं चाहिए इसके ज्यादा.
Correct.
Right? You are not looking for motivation. नहीं दौड़ तो भाई मारे जाओगे.
Correct.
And hence, Karam, if your why, and this is for everyone guys on the call today, right? If your why is that you are preparing CFA because it is a matter of life and death of your dream to create a career in finance, then your why is bang on. Then you need to run, which is you need to prepare, and you will prepare very well. मेरे को नहीं लगता कि अगर आपके पीछे शेर पड़ा है ना तो आप अपनी मैक्सिमम स्पीड से नहीं दौड़ोगे, हो ही नहीं सकता. बट अगर आप हेल्थ बेनिफिट्स के लिए दौड़ रहे हो ना तो शायद दौड़ते दौड़ते चलने लगोगे. अरे यार तो आ ही रहा है यार, दौड़ने से क्या मतलब है, पसीना तो आ ही रहा है ना. इट इज एज गुड एज रनिंग. तो यार आई एम ब्रिस्क वॉकिंग. मैं सोसाइटी में रहते हैं ना हम लोग यार, यहाँ लोगों में एक कल्चर है ब्रिस्क वॉकिंग का. मुझे बड़ा ब्रिस्क वॉकिंग. ये इतने मोटे मोटे व्यक्ति होते हैं, ये ब्रिस्क वॉक कर रहे हैं. भाई ब्रिस्क वॉक का तो टाइम निकल गया यार. ब्रिस्क वॉक से नहीं होगा कुछ भाई. यू हैव टू रन, एंड इफ यू डोंट वांट टू रन देन चिल इन द हाउस. अभी ब्रिस्क वॉकिंग से नहीं होगा, right? Which means यार if it is a matter of life and death, because if you don't run, your cholesterols will go up, your BP will go up, your sugar levels will go up, your health and lifestyle will go down, then you need to run. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली यार वो लाइफ एंड डेथ तब शायद बनता है जब यार थिंग्स गो आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल एंड देन पीपल ट्रलिंग सेइंग कि यार इतना स्वेट अगर नहीं बहाया तो भाई तब तो दिक्कत हो जाएगी. So yeah, very, very important. Now yeah, with this, I will give you 2 reasons why it will be a matter of life and death, provided your dream is to build a career in finance. If your dream is to build some career somewhere else, right? If you want to build your career in marketing, sales, advertisement, operations, etc. तब तो ठीक है करा. तब आप कहीं से MBA कर लो, it is fine. छोटे-मोटे और courses कर लो, that is fine. Take some experience कर लो, fine, etc. But यार अगर आपको if you have to create a career in finance, then there is no way out. You have to crack CFA. And I'm not telling you because I have cracked CFA and I have a self-bias. It is because, yeah, I have seen this, right, very closely, right, with myself and with my peers and friends. And now after teaching this course for some time, I'm seeing this with my course takers and with my students as well. And here is the facts. Here are the facts. Number one, Karamjeet, this domain, which is finance, is a global domain, which means, yeah, that tomorrow when you have this, aspire to have a career in this world of finance, which is global in nature, you need to have understanding which encompasses global curriculum, which means you need not just understand what is happening in the Indian financial system, but you should understand the policies and the ways, the global ecosystem operates, right? Because sitting in India, you might be analyzing a company in Hong Kong, and you might be advising your client in US or outside. So it is truly global. And I'm giving you this example from my own personal experience because when I was interning with JP Morgan Chase, this is exactly what I did. I was sitting in Bombay in JP Morgan's office. I was analyzing a company in Hong Kong and advising a client in US. So hence it is truly global, and that global perspective only CFA can provide. Number one. Number two, yeah, that finance, especially the analytical part of finance, which are, high rewarding jobs, exponentially growing jobs, etc. That, yeah, happens only when you have a complete perspective. So number one is global perspective, which I told you why you need global perspective. Number two is that, yeah, you need to understand the exhaustive or a comprehensive perspective. You need to have a complete perspective. खाली एक perspective से होगा नहीं. Why? Because, yeah, when you are into analytical roles, when you are, analyzing or advising your clients or investors or your existing companies, then in that case, yeah, Karam, you have to understand you have to have a holistic view of finance, which means you need to understand macroeconomics, you need to understand statistics, you need to understand equities, you need to understand derivatives, you need to understand portfolio management, etc., etc. Now, this A to Z of finance is covered in CFA and CFA alone. आप कोई भी और सर्टिफिकेशन उठा लो, you pick up FRM, you pick up CA, you pick up something else, all these, right? There are plenty of certifications which are available in the domain of finance. All these are specialized domains or specialized certifications, which means it will only teach you one part of finance. Like FRM will teach you only risk management, financial risk management. CA will only teach you audit and compliance and taxations. On the other hand, yeah, CFA has 10 topics which covers this entire elephant, which is finance. So that is point 2, which is it gives you exhaustive perspective of finance. And number 3 is that, yeah, when you are dealing in a global domain, which is point number 1, then, yeah, you need to interact with your clients and peers who are outside India, right? So you might be interacting with people in Singapore, your investors in US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, etc., etc. In that case, yeah, for you to establish your credibility and establish your voice in front of them, right? Because tomorrow, if you give them advice, they need to trust your voice. And how will that trust happen? When they see a global brand on your profile. So I hope you gained a lot from the session today. If you are excited to start your journey in finance and want to prepare CFA, friends, I am here to help you. I have prepared the entire CFA Level 1 curriculum in very easy to understand lecture series. It has a lot of practical examples, right, from the finance industry and business industry, where I've explained you every concept, linking it to how this concept is used in the real financial world, like fiscal policy, monetary policy. I picked up real quotes from the industry to explain you these concepts. So do give it a try, because that way your concepts will really go not in your mind but in your heart. Number 2, I really and truly believe that your CFA Level 1 is fruitful only if you qualify for a good financial role. And how will that happen? If you pick up these concepts and are able to apply in the real practical financial world in your jobs. So what I have done is picked up all these concepts, and I've also taught you in my lecture series how to apply this in your Excel, so that your proficiency in Excel, knowledge of Excel is also enhanced. So with these two, in just 3 to 4 months with my lecture series, you can prepare the entire curriculum. Also, you will get 6 mock exams, which once given once every week will take you 1.5 to 2 months for your mock exams and revision. That way, in just 4 plus 2, which is 4 months for the curriculum to get over, 2 months for your mock exam and revision, in just 6 months, you will be fully prepared for the CFA Level 1. Details of the curriculum as well as a lot of demo sessions are given in the description. Do give it a shot, and trust me friends, it is available at a very, very nominal price. So do give it a shot.